So let me go ahead and make sure you can hear me. Um, so let me go ahead. Okay, this is what I was playing just now. Would sit down and I want you guys to listen to this because it goes into what we talk about today. We talk about imagination, discipline, and meditation real quickly, and dream work. Imagination is active dreaming. Imagination is the blueprint to your dream. You have to imagine, be lucid. All right, so let me play. This is Bob Proctor, guys. Bob Proctor. All right, look him up. He's really good. I like the things he says. So listen to this.
And if a person would sit down and let their body relax, totally relax, and then start to visualize in their mind, see themselves the way they want to see themselves, see how you'd like to live your life, see yourself living it that way. Now understand that that's a picture in your mind. Take that picture and describe it, write it out in the present tense. I am so happy now that I see myself, and write it out. Start to read it and read it and read it and read it every day. Carry it around and keep reading it. The one point that all the great teachers all down through history have all agreed on, they've been, now it may be fantasy at first, it might even appear to believe it. If a person would sit down and let.
All right, guys. So basically, you are the manifestor, creator of your reality. So that's what that is, and that's what
Now it may be fantasy at first, it might even appear to believe it. If a person would sit down and let.
All right. So as usual, basically you are the manifestor. Say hi, everyone. That's what that is. That's what. Let's see. Do you have any questions? All right. So as usual, basically you are the manifestor. Say hi, everyone. All right, let's get to it. Let me not get distracted with the audio. That's the biggest thing. The other day, I wasn't sure. Anyway, so I have a limited time, but we're going to get right into it. All right, so as you guys should know by now, this material is not new. None of this is new. As they say, nothing is new under the sun. But I want to be a new breed, we have come back again to learn ourselves because there's a lot of young souls that don't remember how to ascend. And in me inclusive. But I get these channelings and I also do read lots of books and that go very much well in hand with my channelings. I've come across this all over again because of cemetery work. So what I'm showing you here is what it was back in 2022. That's how long ago it's been. That I did the astral projection. I did the two books together at the same time. It was like a book study. It was the astral projection of the art and practice of astral projection by Ophiel and Mind Magic. Okay, and this was the syllabus. Like, I guess the schedule, what it was gonna be every week. And I did pretty well on 9/9 because I think it was like every Saturday. I think it was every Saturday for like an hour or two. I would just sit there and read, make slides. I made slides prior because I would read it throughout the week and such and so on. But anyway, so let's get right into it because I got a lot to cover. Again, The power of meditation. That's the secret to this. Meditation. Meditation, this is the secret to this work. Meditation. Discipline and meditation. Anytime of spiritual work, any type of spiritual work with result, we need to meditate. To experience presence and awareness, must keep a routine and meditation, setting time during your day because we need to experience presence and awareness. So, very much meditation is like the muscle to any magic you're trying to go about in spirituality. In order to know we exist beyond the physical form, you must know yourself as consciousness through meditation. Meditation is one of the powerful tools to mind magic. Meditation is cultivating the inner world in order to manipulate them and manifest in the physical plane. So, meditate we will. Once again, meditation is cultivating the inner world in order to manipulate and manifest in the physical world, physical plane, physical realm, physical world, however you want to call it, in this density, in this dream time that we have solidified, not allowing magic to come through. So, what helps us allow magic to go through? Meditation, because you're going inside and allowing yourself to be the presence, the awareness, acknowledging your consciousness, acknowledging your existence. Okay, gonna read this same thing again. This is what I do. This is what it is. Ascension. Ascension is the goal of this lifetime for those who are spiritually awakened. So we need to come to the understanding and knowing we don't exist, yet we are very real. Yes, we are real, yet the physical form is an illusion. Okay, so what's ascension? Is awareness, understanding you exist greater than the physical body, not only as a physical body, but you exist multidimensional, different planes, different existence as yourself, as different beings, and so on. This is a joyride that we have fallen into, like amnesia and forgotten ourselves. So we have to learn how to manifest in a sense. Okay? Hold on, let me see what's this. All right. Oh, let's go back. Life is based on what you create. You have to create it to see it. You are never victim of your life circumstances. You choose you chose to reincarnate. Find out why you are here. Okay? These are the planes. Okay, these are the planes. You have your physical body. So you have an existence in each plane. So we have the physical plane, the etherical plane, the astral plane, the higher astral plane, the lower astral plane, the mental plane, and the casual plane. So, you know, I I've have previous slides where I go in depth, okay, in my book study for all of these planes. So we have in the physical plane, we have a physical body, etherical plane, the etherical body. So like what we have learned, if you've been following me, is that our consciousness goes through these planes. We project our consciousness, not a body of any density. We simply are aware. We shift our awareness to the physical form. We shift our awareness to the etherical form, the astral form, the higher astral, lower astral, mental astral, the casual astral. We simply shift. In order to shift, you have to be aware. If you're not in awareness, then you can't shift. Some people will debate you and tell you that the physical form is consciousness, or consciousness comes from the physical form. No, it doesn't. Okay. Um, meditate. Meditate we will. That's all I like to say. Meditate we will. Okay, so today we're going to go into imagination. Imagination is the tool used in dream time, in creating, in manifesting, in understanding the physical illusion and all the other realms. Creation. So, like it says right here, creative visualization, the power of imagination. You already visualize all the time. One of the biggest blocks to successful creative visualization for any people is the belief that you just can't do it. If so, you are misunderstanding what visualization really is. You do it every day. Anytime you are imagining, daydreaming, or remembering, then you're creatively visualizing. The only question is, what are you creating? So most people are not conscious when they're visualizing, daydreaming, or remembering. They don't even remember why they remembered or how they forgot. They forgot in any way to in order to even remember, you have to have forgotten, right? So you're not conscious, right? We have to try to be conscious. What is mind magic? As you program your mind, so will you. Because you're not what your body, you're not just the physical form. The physical form is just a tool created and manifested to exist here in this reality. Okay. Manifest your life experience. The point of mind magic is to begin creating with deliberate intent as opposed to creating by default. So by default, because we don't, most people don't, spirituality, when you're in spirituality, you're a totally different grade of person because you're trying to figure out the world more than what's been told to you. You're trying to figure out who you are and your place in the storyline. And now you come across this video. And there's books like this that are telling you, hey, by the way, you can visualize your life into reality. How? By concentration, by imagination, by meditation, by being more aware and presence of your existence, and by actively imagining and taking your imaginations so seriously that you understand that your imagination creates your reality. Like in the beginning, when I let you listen to Bob Proctor, right? You guys can pause this, you guys can see this. Thank God. Go back and you will see where, excuse me, I'm sorry, where Bob Proctor explains you are what you believe you are. So start imagining what you want yourself to be. Very much what this author is saying. Okay, this does go hand in hand with cemetery work, with immortality, with ascension, with awareness, understanding yourself greater than the physical form, understanding your existence multidimensionally. We're here to understand existence because we don't get it yet. Okay. As is usual for almost everyone, most of the time you are probably creating by default. The production of mental images and pictures, especially vividly fleshed out scenes, are incredibly powerful techniques for programming the mind and creating manifestations. The more you believe in what you are imagining, so that's the fuel. Believing what you're imagining, not just imagining, because you could just imagine, but if you don't believe in it, there's no fuel. The more you believe in what you imagine, the more programming power has it. So we have to reprogram our belief systems from when we were a child in this reality to become the occultist that we really are. Also, the more emotions, energy you pour into your mental picture, the more powerful your programming will become. So You have to believe and place emotion behind the imagination. It's not just imagine, you got to believe it. You got to know it. You got to put the emotion, you have to put the fuel behind the imagination to make it so. Simply using imagination is like engaging in a holographic mind of programming in the hyperspace of visual reality. This is the most powerful program technique that exists and most other magical practices are means of adding more clarity, vividness, energy, and power to the visual images that you create as representative clarity representation of your intentions. Okay, so this is the most powerful programming, imagination. When you set intentions, um when you have the emotion, you have to set the fuel behind it, bring it alive, bring your imaginations alive by believing it, putting emotions and intentions so that it can be. Okay, let's return to the metaphor of your mind as a computer. So when you read this book, if you go ahead and take on this book, he explains the mind and the body as tools, and the mind is a computer, and the thoughts are the program. Okay, so he says, let's return to the metaphor of your mind as a computer. In this model, thoughts are viewed as programs. Your mind is an extremely powerful computer capable of running not only a huge quantity of programs, but a wide variety of programs. Imagination can be seen as a type of visual reality software that allows you to program and reprogram your mind. Okay, imagination can be used as a type of visual reality software that allows you to program and reprogram your mind. Okay, this is highly significant as it means you are not limited to the usual using only visual images, but any sensory data or even emotions and feelings. So, the emotions, the feelings, the beliefs, all that fuels the imagination. Whatever you can imagine in your mind, you can reproduce in your experience. The only limits to this power is the limits you impose on yourself by accepting limited beliefs of what is possible. The upside is that with practice, you will expand the boundaries of what you believe to be possible. So that's the whole thing with imagination, um, and believing in yourself. You're here to save yourself and become likened to the great masters because that's essentially what you are. Remembering yourself. Remember how to do this. Excuse me. Through imagination, beliefs, meditation. Through your meditations. So we all know him. SpongeBob. Through imagination, beliefs, meditation. SpongeBob. Through imagination, beliefs, meditation. I'm realizing you guys can't hear it. All right, so you can't hear it. It's a whole scene. It's a whole scene. It's a whole scene where he talks about imagination. I thought it was relevant, so all right, let me go. You guys can't hear it. All right, let me. Okay, so these are the slides from the other day that I wasn't able to show you. This one is the art and practice of astral projection. So basically, real quick, I was showing the SpongeBob because it's relevant, obviously, to imagination. And in some ways, like the cartoons, they they reprogram our imagination, how we see things, how we view things, a certain level of magic. You know, we're we're supposed to dream dreams. They hold back the children from dreaming in schools. That's what school does. School does not allow the children to imagine. School does not allow the children to be magical because imagination is what fuels this reality. Imagination is active dreaming because this reality is dream time. And when you go to sleep, that too is dream time. But we're not conscious. That's what the taking on the practice of meditation does take you there. So that's why I was showing SpongeBob. That's how it's relevant, just for those who need to know. Okay, so also real quickly, um, these are old slides. The only one that we're going into here. Hold on, this isn't it. So okay, so he has 4 methods, and we were going through dream time. Dream time explains to you how to become more lucid, and we did this a couple days ago. But real quickly, in order to start remembering your dreams, you have to have a dream journal. A dream journal helps you recover your dreams. It's like a muscle. It's like anything. If you, in order to be good at it, you have to do it often. Okay? Let me see. Okay. So I guess I'm not gonna spend too much time on this because um I do have something to do in a few minutes, but I'm literally going over these slides because last week, it was a couple days ago, these slides weren't seen. So he teaches you how to astral project, and astral projection is not projecting any body, any form of body, but to be aware. You're projecting the consciousness. Okay, so he's teaching one other way to do it is through dream. To be lucid in your dream, you have to be conscious. Remember your dreams. So the author right here, the author specifies practice so much in this book, not only theory. So I'm going to keep going through this. Yeah, so basically he teaches you how to do it, not just talks about it, not just his research, specifically how to release yourself from the physical body and how to get back again, um, has always been a mystery, not anymore, right? So, right here, the author explains how it's done. See, hopefully, you can guys see it. Let me put the presents. Let me see presents. Okay. Okay, so he tells you right here the reason why you don't remember a bulk of your you the reason why you don't remember your dreams because a bulk of your consciousness is in your physical body and remains there most all your life unless you consciously transfer it elsewhere. And now you know how the secret of astral projection in a nutshell. You do not project an etherical body or an astral body. Do you do not project anything. You do it. All you do is to transfer consciousness to another body other than the physical body. Okay? Basically, going through the same thing in many ways. Just a reminder. And how do you become conscious enough to do this? Meditation. An active cre- an active awareness is imagination. So that's what I was showing earlier, starting with Dave Proctor. Then I use SpongeBob. You have to be likened to a child. You know, that's how you do active creativity, imagination, visualization in your meditations. And this one here, he speaks of basically being lucid. Okay, projecting your consciousness awareness. Okay, let's keep going. Let's keep going. I'm just gonna go over one slide really because there's one slide I really. Let me go back. Let's see. All this has I've went through this already. So if you guys want, you can also. This is a series. I have. This would be episode 9. It's under my podcast. So this is a series. This is episode 9. Go through it if you have patience. If you have questions, let me know. These subjects are hard. Well, they're not, I wouldn't say they're hard. Anybody can do these subjects. I would just say that it takes the discipline. It takes discipline to not, to wake up every day and write down your dreams. It takes practice. Okay. The dream method. The dream method is one of the methods that is used for astral projection or allowing yourself to be more conscious and aware in this dream state, in your dream. So he explains before the real astral plane is reached, there's definitely another plane that exists before the astral plane called the etherical plane. Come to recognize the planes by the scenery that that you are viewing when you make any projection. You first hit the etherical plane. What I want you to remember now is that your first arrival on the inner planes will very likely be the etherical plane. Be prepared for this fact. So we don't know. I would say I don't know how the planes will look differently for everyone because the laws of existence differ in each plane. So that also takes cultivating. Okay. Okay, an occult secret that he points out. Isis, can you stop? Okay, I don't want to go through all this because I've done this already. Okay, this is what's really important. We're already almost 30 minutes in. This is what's mostly important. And then I think tomorrow, I'm not going to promise one. But this is what's really important to cultivate the power of recovering dreams. Because last slide, I had a lot of those questions. That a lot of people said they can't remember their dreams. They don't dream often. They so dreaming is a muscle. Meditation is the discipline. Imagination is the fuel. Okay. So learn how to remember your dream. Learn how to recognize what you are dreaming. Learn what you have to develop in order to know that you're dreaming. Learn how to wake up in your dream and start projecting. Okay, that's all exercise. Just like you would exercise your arms or legs, this is exercise. It has to be consistent for it to be relevant. How to remember your dream? Know that everyone dreams, even animals. Critical observator. I'm saying observator because that's what I call it. Because everything is consciousness or awareness. We're not just the physical form. Awareness is not just mental from the physical body. There's several different types of bodies: astral, etherical, casual, and so on. Okay, critical observation is the main factor, key in this of recovering your dreams. So, as you're in your dream, oh, I'm gonna go ahead and observe. Take good notes, pay attention, because when I wake up, you're gonna have the dream journal and you're gonna write down what you remember. You're recovering. Okay. Concentrate on the memory of your dream. Write down what you remember as facts as you can in a dream journal. Write down keywords and sentences to recall details later. Keep records of your dream. Have a dream journal at the bedside. Write down as many details of your dreams as possible. Make sure you keep good records of your dreams. Make it so you get in the habit of recalling your dreams later. This technique. This is a technique of dream recovery. Okay? Okay, so you can start remembering your dreams because that was the biggest question. Do it every day. Every single day you sleep. Have the dream journal right next to you. You have to be dedicated to your own mystery. Your dream is not going to be my dream, and my dream is not going to be your dream. Wake up, be disciplined. Okay? That way you can shift your consciousness in your dream. You can meditate even in your dream. That's how you reach higher astral levels. Like, and you're having a bad nightmare, it's hard. But if you're having a nightmare, it's actually good to find a space, shift your consciousness in that dream time and meditate. So that takes work. Most times people will just too, we're just too afraid. But it's about being aware, recognizing the dream. The purpose of recognizing your dream, you're able to then manipulate the physical plane, what we're calling a solidified existence. What we're calling a solidified existence, we're able to manipulate once we understand that our dreams are also a realm of its own, just as real as this. You exist everywhere, anywhere, all at the same time, simultaneously. Okay? Dream method, recovering, right? Keep records of your dream. That's how you recover your dream. That's how you remember your dream. After having a number of dreams, write them down. Go back and study your dreams thoroughly. Notice you are more willing to accept outrageous events and situations and not have a second thought. You'll see a, like I said, like you'll see a fish flying, you won't think twice about it. Hey, you're dreaming. You're dreaming. But in dreams, things are more metaphorical because it's a different plane, a different reality. The laws of existence is very different there. Isis, get out. Don't be in there. What are you doing, Mama?
I was washing my face.
Just relax, beautiful, okay? All right. Learn how to. I'm going through this because I want us to really. I'm doing it for myself as well. But yeah, I'm doing this. This is the time for dream work. This is the time for dream work because Halloween is coming. Spirits are everywhere. Different realms, spaces. Remember, this physical realm, what we're calling a physical realm, physical body, physical plane, is also a dream time. We're only dreaming dreams. So during Halloween, that's a dream time. You'll be able to manipulate through realms because dream is a realm, a spiritual realm. The spiritual realm is the dream time as well. That's why a lot of people will see family members that visit them and so on. You could see family members here too in physical realm, what we're calling a physical realm. So it all depends on your vibration, your heightened senses, and what you believe in. Because belief is the construct of our reality. Whew. I'm dragging today. I'm usually very like on it. Today I'm exhausted. I have no idea. Okay. Okay. Remember astral projection. You do not project anything but consciousness. You got to remember we are not the physical body only. We are consciousness that goes through the different layers of existence, the astral body. Give me the astral body, the etherical body, the casual body. You're just shifting consciousness. Okay. By means of directions to be given and by practicing them, you will in time learn to project large degrees of your consciousness to the inner planes and still remain asleep. The reason a big chunk of our consciousness is in the physical body is because we only believe we are a physical body. We are not a physical body. We also exist in our dream time. In that dream time, we exist. And those are real moments of lifetime. We're having real moments. Um, Hold on. I'm having a moment. Give me a second. Whew. Okay. So those are real moments. Well, the physical realm and the spiritual realm are very similar. It's all based on vibration. It's all infinite. There's so many different versions of you in the physical realm, spiritual realm, in the dream realm, and different layers of existence. It's just about being conscious. And like I said before, meditation is the one of the biggest key factors because it allows you to the practice of being conscious and aware. All right. Okay. I'm gonna stop early today because for whatever reason I'm like exhausted. Um, and my daughter's just not complying at all. But I will make because these are old slides I made. These are older slides from 2 years ago, but they're still relevant because it's. I know when I tell people this cemetery work, because cemetery work we're talking about existence and understanding that we do not have to age and die. We exist immortal. And that's mostly because the reason we have to get used to understanding that is because we have to understand we are not just the physical form. We are simply consciousness. Okay, you gotta go back to my material. We're simply consciousness. Okay. I think tomorrow I'm gonna go under keeps. I kind of derailed, but it's like I said, it's very much same material. Cemetery work deals with existence and meditation. Astral projection deals with existence and meditation. They both very much go hand in hand. They do. You have to understand you exist multidimensionally. Why would you allow yourself to age and die? So that's what we're working on. Ascension. That's what ascension is. Knowing how to be immortal. We're immortal. Nothing new. Promise. Nothing new. They know this. They know these times will come. Someone's gonna listen and believe it and try it out and say, fuck it. We've been dying all the time. Let's try to see if we can really do this. All right. I will see you guys either tomorrow. Most today I have never been tired and exhausted. Usually downloading. Today I'm like exhausted. I don't know. I was working today. I did work a lot today. I did work a lot today. Anyway, this is episode 9. This is episode 9. This is under podcasts. It's a series. Check out the links below to my Patreon where I teach cemetery work, priestess work, dream work. Um, it's not as dull as this moment. It's just I'm extremely tired today. I don't know why. I'm just dragging. Usually I'm just back to back to back to back to back. Anyway, so as you see, thank you so much for watching me. This was, as you'll notice, it's the water dragon. I'm still very much the water dragon, but I am known mostly as the priestess because I am a priestess as well. A Delphi priestess, an oracle. So to be an oracle, you have to know yourself not only as the physical form, you have to know yourself as eternal before creation. I believe people who come across my material, you have that ability too. It's sacred. It's not for everybody, but I believe we all have these abilities. So I want to say thank you all that are here that have taken the time to like the video. You can always go back and watch this. Just mind you, this video, I do not know why it's like I'm just dragging. I never drag like this. But today I am dragging. Tomorrow I'll probably be much better. All right. Much love to you all. Thank you so much for being here. Make sure to comment, like, subscribe, share. And if you have any questions, go ahead. All in the comment bar. I do look at you guys' comments and I do answer questions. Thank you so much.